forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today it's going to be Flash, and it's going to be Queen. Here on Neo Sylphid, it's another RJB replay. You already knew that. Bottom left, it's going to be our Blue Zerg player. It is Queen. And in the bottom right, it is Flash. Alright, man. So, two-time ASL champion Queen from 2020, and the best Terran player and the best Brood War player of all time, Flash. This is from before he left the Brood War scene. Hope he comes back. And maybe when he sees that people are casting him, even though he is not currently playing, he will come back. Return of the King. I do believe in that. Alright, so Terror the Overlord moving out past the hallucinated Kakaru. But he already knows that because he's a detector. Not being fooled by that Kakaru. Nice job, Terry. And what is Queen going to do to slow Flash down here today? Is it going to be SK Terran? Is it going to be mech? Is it going to be SK Terran into mech? Is it going to be battle cruisers? We don't know. We will have to wait and see, won't we, here on Neo Sylphid, a 3-player map, which leads to interesting engagements in the middle of the map here. Hum, 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 hum. Alright, what's the play going to be here, everybody? Well, we are staring at nothing, honestly. I mean, it's a supply depot, and it's an overlord, but otherwise, nobody's scouting. Nobody's going for anything too crazy here. It looks like a hatch first play here against Flash. Queen's like, it's worth the risk, man. I'm going to go ahead and send this overlord up to scout and see if there are any proxies. Any SCVs coming in to maybe throw down a bunker here. On the other side, is Flash going command center first? Dude, Flash. Flash, 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 flash. Blind. CC first. Flash, you monster. Ooh, well, Terry's going to scout this, yeah? Right now. Oh, no, 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 no. Poke. No, he sees it. He sees it. My gosh, he just got barely close enough to eke out the vision that that was happening. Did not come in to show Flash that he knew and saw what is happening. Great move there by Queen. Like, sick move by Queen. So, at this point, we're going to go pool. He might have gone extractor pool, but at this point, he wants Lings out. He wants Lings across the map as soon as possible. He's going to try to harass this SCV building the command center. Another SCV pulled off the line. He's like, well, usually it's probes that do this, but I can fight drones as well as I can fight probes in general here. And yeah, another SCV comes off. This is Queen micro, sir. Look at him getting hits off. He's not going to kill that SCV, but he is doing his gosh darndest to take it out. It's just, it's too much. It's too much protection. He's going to get a repair off too. Yeah, so I mean, no, not happening. Scouts in and sees a 2-Rax follow-up to this command center first. Drone is just doing so much damage, forcing more SCVs off the line. Or maybe they're just transferring down to the natural base. Yeah, it looks like more of a Maynard transfer there. All's well that ends well. Man, this drone is killing it. I mean, literally doesn't have any kills. Like, I love this, but, you know, doing damage at this stage is good until the Marine pops out and then he runs for it. Get out of there, Daryl the drone. Be safe, friend. Let nothing harmful befall you. And the Lings are on the way. We're going to get... Well, gas just finished, so speed is not a reality here, but slow Lings against Marines can kind of work. So I like that he got a third base fast, and he went for Lings on the response here against Flash's attempt. Oop, Flash's attempt. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a surround at a command center first here. Okay, Marine down, Marine down. That's all you want to do. Keep this Marine count at effectively 0. Yeah, make SCVs. Fight you boys. This is great out of Queen. Punish. Punish the greed of the command center first play here. Do your best, Zerglings of the Swarm. You can take down these Marines, guys. You could do it. You have full HP. Mining is happening at the natural base. That shouldn't be going on. These Lings being super annoying too. Marine count is... Okay, look. Bam, bam. Stutter step, dead. And another Marine is dead. Okay, so Marine count is 2 for Flash right now. 2 Marines. This is really reducing his Marine capabilities in the future of the game here, man. Doing a good job with SCV production for sure. Another SCV goes down. Look at these Lings go, man. They don't have speed yet. They're not going to have speed before they die. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, you want to get another round of scouting in, but Nothing much to see. There's an academy, obviously. There's gas coming in, but no sign of a factory yet. This might just be attempt... Ooh, we just cancel something? Maybe canceled a drone there. Needed a little bit more mineral count. And there goes the Spire. All right, so Spire on the way. SCV probably sees that. Hey, SCV, go find that Spire, dude. Go deep. Go deep. Sees a creep colony. Sees 2 creep colonies coming up, because guess who's coming across the map? Marines with medics. That's what that academy is for, as well as for stim, as well as for range, as well as for all sorts of great stuff. Like optic flare. Wait, no. Optical flare. That's what it's called. All right, man. Ling count. Yeah, ling count's enough to handle this. I don't know what we're worried about, really. Speed is done, too, but 2 firebats joined the party. Yeah, just needed to buy enough time for these Sunkens to get up. And then maybe we need to protect the third base, though, for just a little bit of time for that Sunken to come up. That'd be good. Would be excellent. Wings sharking away. 30 SCVs to 21 drones. Flash is doing what Flash does. Look at these lings. They know they're dying, but they have to delay. They have to delay. Drones know they have to delay here. This okay. The Sunken gets up. Ooh. That was tight. Now, oh, these firebats, though, every time the lings get in range, fawoosh. Fawoosh, fawoosh, laroosh. Muta's coming in. Couldn't quite make as many mutas, I think, as he wanted to, because he had to make so many lings here, pull some drones off, you know, that sort of thing. Slows you down a bit when this attack comes in earlier. Range upgrade for Marines is going to be on the way. That's always helpful against the Mutalisks. We've got Comsat. We've got turrets on the way here, too. Man, it's amazing how much utility 2 firebats add to this group. They haven't even killed anything. Wait, have these guys killed anything? Also, maybe 1. They have 1 kill, but they have provided so much ability to repel Zerglings. Gotta love seeing early firebats here out of Flash, don't we? I think we always do. All right, Mutas swinging on down the right side here. It's only 5 of them. We're not getting an attack upgrade or a Carapace upgrade. These are just, you know, here to find angles to attack stuff without maybe dying to the turrets real bad, right? Trying to pick off an SCV. And it's like, okay. Flash is well defended, his main and his natural with missile turrets. Hydra Den comes in. Queen's Nest is on the way. And a scan says what? What is at the front here? 2 Sunkens? We already knew that, Scan. Why don't you give us more information? I guess you know that nothing's changed. Muta stacking isn't quite as effective when you only have 6 mutas as you do if you have like 11. But, you know, can't complain too much about what's going on here. Another skin at the third base says there's a Sunken, there's a Hydra Den. There's really not much defending that. Maybe we could wipe it out. Gotta worry about these mutas. They are slowly being added to in number here, but nothing too insane. Factory on the way from Flash. He's getting, ooh, okay. He's getting +1 attack for his infantry. These lings try to pop in, but there are enough Marines and a bunker down there, so no. Not happening. And then another scan checks the natural base again, sees another creep colony coming in, and says, yeah, that's right. I'm going to force you to kill your own drones to make static defense. How do you like them apples? Says Flash. And I don't know. This is a DEF CON 1 replay from RJB. He recommended this one a minute ago, and I was like, well, I guess I should cast this one and get it on the channel. If it's Flash and it's a DEF CON 1 replay, I mean, Flash replays in general are kind of DEF CON 1 anyway. You guys see a Flash cast and you're like, oh, better click on that. But if it's also additionally a really good game on top of it, that's fantastic. All right, so we're at the point of the game where effectively we're scanning. I don't know if this is an engagement here. No, okay. These lings not doing a lot. Muta stack, though, fine. Doing excellent things. But yeah, this is the time of the game where I try to see if there's a third base coming up from our Terran player, and no. This is 2 base aggression. This is try to kill the Zerg now or hurt the Zerg now. Really bad. And at some point here, Queen's wishing that he had an upgrade for these Mutas because he's really relying on them quite a bit. What with the firebats that are on the ground, the lings are not as useful as they would be if this was just Marine Medic. Man, Defiler Mound is on the way, but we are too far away from Dark Swarm for that to be a factor in this upcoming battle. Now, Is Flash going to try to bust in here? You know what? There's lurkers now and sunkens? Definitely not. We're not coming in here. How about at the top of this ramp? Oh, guess what? Lurkers and sunkens. So, whip. Well done. Queen did not skip the lurker stage here to try to get up to Defilers, which is something we see sometimes. 2 dropships on the way, by the way. From Flash. Right, we sometimes see Zerg players try to skip lurkers and get up to Hive Tech and just try to use mutas and lings, right, with good upgrades to stay safe against the mid-game Terran player. But no. Queen at this point got the lurkers out, saves the base. Yeah, I mean, based on what Flash was doing here, the firebat count was just too high to deal with ling muta kind of a thing. The mutas are doing all right because of the lower marine count, but not quite enough to wipe this group out, right? Right. Consume's on the way. Adrenal is on the way here, too. A couple of these mutas are pretty injured. Muta stacking to take down the only second refinery that exists for Flash. That doesn't make any sense. It's his second refinery. It's 50% of his gas income is coming from that refinery. But, oh, it's drops in the main. We knew there were drops, and here they are. Lurkers positioning themselves. Another drop coming in, boys. Defilers got consume. What is there to consume? Desperate times say consume a drone. Oh, gets a dark swarm up there immediately. Scanning in. That lurker is there, dude. What are you doing, Flash? No. I don't know if he didn't know the lurker was there. It's got 7 kills, and this attack does get swiped. Does get shut down. All right. Wow. That was intense. Flash says more drops. Queen says, more dark swarms and lurkers inside the bases, please. Front doors are not the only place. The monsters are knocking. Another dark swarm. Positioning. That's a nice position there. Yeah, I don't know. Taking lurker spine. That group of Marines gets back here, but nope. Muta's able to clean that out. Not enough made them down this angle to get in there. A lot of this is angles, isn't it? Flash has got to have a third base somewhere, doesn't he? Flash, is he really just trying to 2-base this thing? He might just be trying to 2-base this thing, friends. Oh, the Boxer maneuver! Okay. That's game-winning levels of Boxer maneuvery, sir. That just killed every drone at the third base and a bunch of lings. It's 30 drones to 47 SCVs. A couple of these guys escaped into the Nidus, or maybe they're being transferred somewhere else, from somewhere else to this third base to saturate it again, but that, you needed that. Flash needed that. Third base getting started at 12:46. Based on how kind of poorly that drop went, I would give that a poor rating on that drop. So Flash says, all right, third base time. Metasynaptic note on the way here from Queen. Getting Scourge. He's like, oh, the science vessels are a problem. Quick. Get a consume up. Fall back to the natural base. Toss up a dark swarm. There you go. Ooh, Scourge does take down the science vessel. That's a big deal. More scans. More scans. He's like, does he have the space yet? No. Okay. Well, I would have liked to kill it, but fine. It's better for me if it's not there, probably. Although, I don't know. For Queen to invest something into that would be problematic. All right. Adrenal Lings are here, but I don't... The lurkers are way better, is all I'm going to say about that. The Lings have 0-0. So yeah, 0-0 Adrenal Lings, everyone. Falcon's kind of favorite thing. It just always makes me laugh a little bit when they have Adrenal, but they don't have any attack or armor upgrades. It's hilarious. Flash thinks he can save this, so he's not canceling it. Gonna radiate on the Defiler. Just gonna let that one die. What's interesting, too, is that buildings under construction, they get to the red, they don't actively burn down. Like, it's not until... He's not... Flash just loses this? Okay, Flash just loses this. Plague-oo! Oh my gosh, that's a humongous Plague-oo! Lurkers! You're like, even though we are plagued, we are fighting. Oh my gosh, those lurkers all died. I think Queen thought those lurkers would do a lot better than they did. That is a massive plague. It's kind of hard to differentiate plagued units from not plagued units because of the red here, but that was humongous. 4 of the 5 science vessels get plagued. Must be firing up a Mutalisk at some point here, but he does deny the third base. New third base coming in down here. I'm pretty sure he could see this. Nope. If he moves the Overlord a tiny bit, he can. This fourth base attempt is cheeky. But you know, if the enemy's not going siege tanks, this base is not too hard to hold. Right, we don't see Protoss take this base because you can put tanks right here and kill it. It's really hard to stop that from happening. Muta's on the sides! Vessel's out! Every science vessel dies! Massive, but that's a cancel on that 4th base. There's a drop inside the main base. Massive drop! Massive drop. Drones evacing, lurkers and lings trying to fight, trying to save the day here. There's a 3 HP lurker. These Marines are not quite sure what to attack. I'm not sure that base got canceled as much as it was killed, and in fact, it was killed. Lurker, throw it in, Dark Swarm, immediate evac from the Dark Swarm position here. Ooh, spawning pool getting target fired. This drop is so big for Flash. Who needs a 3rd base, he says. Spawning pool dies. He needs another spawning pool now. The stimming is coming fast and hard here. 2-1 upgrades. 0-1 upgrades for the Lings. It is just not... Flash is crushing, and another drop comes in. More Dark Swarms are trying to make this work for Queen. It's an absolute disaster here inside his main base, though. Lings trying to jump in here. The remaining Lings that exist. Ultralisks are on the way. Okay. Oh, dropship's getting sniped by Scourge. There we go. There's still a group down here. Queen's Nest dies. But I don't know. It's already Adrenal's already done. Ultralisk Cavern, I think, survives here. Bop, 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 bop. Look at this guy back here. Only one. Okay, now he's surrounded and killed, and all these medics are going to die. So, nobody makes it out, which is a bit of a problem here for Flash. But he's up 51 to 35 workers. He's got a 3rd base, which is now visible to Queen, and he's got a 4th base coming up on this high ground position, too. Dude, Queen expanded during all of this chaos somehow. He got a new spawning pool up here at the 3rd. His Ultralisk Cavern is here at the natural. Yeah, Scourge, no. Nice. Plague. Ugh. Ultra irradiated, fired upon by Marines with +2 attack. +3 is on the way, not quite done yet. These guys are checking to make sure this base isn't taken. Add a mute there for a bit of a sneeze. This has been absolutely crazy. Oh, yep, this is a DEFCON 1 replay for sure. So, Queen, despite losing a lot, he got Ultras out. And guess what this is? This is a not a lot of science vessel SK Terran play. I know it's Flash. Just say Flash. But Ultras with 5 armor. Okay, they keep getting irradiated. Oh, man. These Lings have attack. They've got +1 attack upgrades here. This base going down would be huge. Anything attacking this base would be huge. And here we go. Queen does split off a few Lings to go counterattack down here at this base. And he's like, oh, there's probably a base over here too. God, these Lings are just dying to irradiate though, aren't they? This is massive, but then this 4th base is gonna die. Flash is trading that out. Yeah, no. This is when Dark Swarm is at its most OP, when it is on top of your base, friends. And this is when Marines are at their most OP. No way Queen is winning this. There's no way Queen is kind of sort of winning this. Is there? Oh, more medics just getting killed en masse. Wait, reinforcing Marines. Not enough Marines to save these medics from a fate worse than death being torn apart by the claws of the Zergling. This base continues to die. Marines keep showing up on this bridge. There's Dark Swarm here, guys. Ow. Ow. It's only a 2-kill Ultralisk, but hey, this Ultralisk is like a kid in a candy store, chomping away at SCVs. He's only got 5 kills because, well, he only does single target damage. This is, oh my gosh, the reinforcing Lings and the Lurkers. Flash knocked down to 2 bases, and no! Flash taps out. GG! Queen gets the win. Somehow comes back from a horrendous position. An absolutely horrendous, terrible spot. He had multiple drops dropping inside his main base, left and right here. Drops. You haven't cleaned out the first drop yet. Another drop comes in. He loses the spawning pool, the Queen's Nest. He loses, I don't know, Spire? No, it was the Spire was over here, I think. Anyway, he loses a bunch of drones they have to run for their lives. He can't even clean this thing up. But does that stop him from expanding? No. Does it stop him from replacing his tech by getting a new spawning pool up here at the third base? No, it doesn't. He re-drones up here. I mean, he's absolutely crushing. That was it. Like, that was the key. A lesser player falls apart when Flash is dropping on your face like this, right? Lesser player shows up, or it gets dropped on when the enemy shows up, and then just falls apart. Doesn't expand. Doesn't make any more drones. Maybe doesn't evac the drone successfully from the main base. Maybe doesn't think to replace the spawning pool as it's dying, but I don't know that Queen really ever noticed a distinct lack in ability to make these adrenalings, which are so key to this thing. The Defiler consistency was amazing, too. The Defiler mount staying alive during these drops is actually kind of insane. I mean, that was a big part of this, too. Yeah, so, I mean, Flash on 4 bases. Queen on, I don't know, 4 bases, kind of, too. But a big part of this is that the medic count kept getting destroyed. Every medic that dropped inside the main base of Queen died. This group of medics over here died. There was a group of medics, I think, in this area that died, too. That's part of the problem here. Is that medics are a big force multiplier in SK Terran. Science vessels are obviously too, and that the only fact that there's only 2 of these now was massive. Massive for Queen winning this thing, because the Dark Swarm impermeable if there are no science vessels ready to irradiate stuff inside the Dark Swarm if all you have are Marines. And I guess there were a couple Firebats, but still. But yeah, what was I going to say? Medics. Yeah, if you have no medics with these Marines, then they get plagued. What heals them up? What fixes their hurt? What patches them up? Nothing does. And then they're just lesser units for the rest of the game. Wow. What and sick comeback there from Queen. Absolutely bonkers DEFCON 1 replay. Gets it, shuts it down, and Queen comes out on top, shutting down those last 2 bases of Flash. 36, we're going to do this. 118,000 and 99,000 in favor of Queen. Outproducing the Terran, outkilling the Terran. Out-raising buildings for the Terran, despite the drops, man. Only 3 Zerg buildings died today. That's kind of nuts. And then despite all the drops, despite the harassment, despite the drones that were killed, it was never a massive number of drones. And he was able to outspend Flash in 35,000 to 30,000 resources. More than 5,000 resources here, because I can do basic math while I'm streaming sometimes. Wow, that was incredible. That was just an absolutely sick ZVT. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't like a 45-minute monster macro game, but still, come on. You gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate an insane ZVT between 2 top-level elite players. All right, good. And right there, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I think I already said that. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.